be taken out immediately by those Zerglings, and he is taking that fog expansion, as you mentioned. He's adding on a bunch more orbitals in the top right. He has really a lot going for him, but we're kind of getting back into the stages like we were last game, where you know, his opponent is just going for this air composition, and he's so good with it, so it's going to be pretty scary.
Yeah,
oh, here
right
come
now,
the Cloak
a lot of
Ghosts.
Queens.
Oh, big EMP's going down. He's going to get almost all the Queens and the Infestors. They do get fungled, so he's going to lose a lot of them in exchange. Throwing down snipes now. He's pushing forward, splitting beautifully, and he's going to have to. Look at all these Banelings coming in. Dream pulling back. He's doing the best he can, but I don't think he has enough. There are some Vikings, but they're being slaughtered by the Corruptors, and Golden is still maxed out, whereas Dream is down to about 150 HP. He's being pushed back and back further. These Cloak Ghosts are still doing some damage, focusing down more and more of those Infestors, but the cloaking is about to expire, and they are going to be able to get cleaned up.
Yeah, Dream on full retreat there, but he did manage to pick off a lot of those Infestors. EMPs on those Queens means that the transfusions are going to be few and far between. But right now, the Vikings are pretty much all that is left for Dream here as he's trying to replenish that Bioforce. We do see it starting to accumulate over here at the bottom of the natural, but right now, Golden still pushing forward with his massive Corruptor Force, pushing back those Vikings. Still with a 30 supply lead, managing to stay maxed this entire time. And now we have Neuroparasite once again coming out for Golden. And if he can actually Neuroparasite one of those Ghosts and he'll land the counter EMPs, I think he's going to have enough to push forward and take the win here.
Yeah, that would be insane, man. Honestly, would love some Thors added in this mix, just because although they don't do massive damage to the armored units, the Corruptors, they're so clumped, you know? Look how many clumped up units there are in the air. I think it could add in a lot more DPS, because he just doesn't seem to have an answer for this Air Force.
Yeah, these Broodlords are so strong in the middle of Shakuris, the nice little high ground cliffs in the center, giving them a staging ground to just shoot those Broodlings down on those pocket bases. But right now, Dream just desperately trying to hold on. He's building up that Viking force, continuing to produce Ghosts here and Marines. But really, the scouting right here is so good for both players. Changelings being dropped, continually scanning in the center to figure out the positioning and trying to catch those slow Broodlords out of place.
And look at all these Banes, man. He's going to push forward here. He has like 30 Banes in addition to the rest of his army. It's absolutely a horrifying Zerg army. He has so many Queens in addition as well. 6 Queens with lots of energy to throw down transfuses on those Broods, on those Corruptors. Both players are maxed, but I have to say the unit composition seems to heavily favor our Zerg player.
Yep, but right now both players are again maxed, as the nuke is going down right on top of where that entire army is.
Oh my god, is it going to land? He's not paying attention. He's still there. Oh my god, he gets the Ghost at the last second. But a lot of damage is coming in from both sides. These Banelings are absolutely destroying everything on the ground. He's unable to split effectively. There's still a lot of Corruptors in the air. I mean, the Bioforce is pushing forward a little bit, but it's almost only Marauders left. Tons of transfuses are going down, and it is going to be enough to push the Terran player back. And what can he do from here? I mean, there's still so many Broodlords in the air. He has nothing left.
Golden setting up a beautiful contain outside of the natural here at 167 supply as Dream falling down to 120. He's going for a massive drop, it looks like, as he just cannot contest the battle here. And the army strength for Golden now barreling down towards his production. The Broodlings just taking care of everything. And there's the GG.
Wow, Golden, man, he's going to take this series. And he's going to take it 2-1. And he looked so strong in that last game. But it's just like MVPDream is looking amazing. But when it gets to super late stages, it seems like there's just not enough anti-air in his composition. He just doesn't seem to be able to deal with that super late game composition that GoldenLight is favoring. I mean, he has all those Marauders mixed in. He's up to like 20 Marauders. And he just never seems to be able to take down all those Corruptors and deal with the Broodlords.
Yeah, what a huge win for Golden and Team Light there. I think he was just reacting a little bit more, recognizing the fact that the composition was so anti-ground. He wanted to be able to snipe those production buildings. And the medevacs were so key to all of his play there, utilizing the mobility of that with a massive Corruptor force instead of like most Zergs where they're morph all of them into Broodlords to deal with the tanks, recognizing that there were no tanks and then he just needed to shut that down. And we saw that it just worked out for him in Game 3.
Yeah, it was beautiful, man. And we were doubting him a little bit, thinking maybe he should be cheesing against this super greedy style, but proving us wrong, and I'm glad he did. GoldenLight showing us how it's done, man. Some superb macro games there in Game 2 and Game 3, and he's going to take both the long ones.
Yeah, and knocking out one of the favorites for the tournament. So again, we're going to have to keep an eye on Golden as he goes towards, what is this now? The
round of 4?
Yeah, round of 4.
And now he's guaranteed prize money, man. He's not going to walk away empty-handed. I think the worst he can do is something like $500, and the first place prize is up $5,000. So
yeah, not bad
pretty
at all.
sick, man. Pretty sick stuff. And we are going to have an interview of the winner, so we will have GoldenLight coming on over. And I think that's it for us for now, though, man. I'm GESL, joined by Thundertoss. You can follow us on Twitter, Thundertoss and GESL.
Yep.
And that's it for now, guys. We'll be right back.